Hello, everyone. Welcome to my mindfulness taster session. We're just going to settle here for a minute or two to give people another couple of minutes to join, to land. So if you're watching live, just taking this time to make sure that you have everything you need for probably just over 15 minutes together. So that might mean having a cool glass of water with you because it's still a little on the warm side today. Finding somewhere comfortable to sit, ideally that's well supported, so that your body can rest comfortably, if possible, without too much of a slump. So I'm on a dining chair, quite nice with an upright back. But by all means, just pick the position that is best for you. So that might be standing. It might be walking gently. It might be outdoors in the garden. It might be inside in a quieter environment. It might be lying down, flat on your back, with a cushion under your knees, or with the knees bent and the feet planted on the surface beneath you. Any position where you feel a little bit of a balance between being relaxed, but not too relaxed that you fall asleep. So taking a little bit of time, I'm just going to give an overview of what we're doing so you can be bobbling around in the background, getting yourself set up, making sure you're all ready to go. So what we're going to be talking through today is a practice called stop. So I'm going to have a chat for a few minutes about that, explaining it and how you might be able to use it in daily life and what the benefits are. And then we're going to do a short mindfulness practice together, just over 5 minutes long. So just a bit of a taster today, a taster of a mindfulness related topic that hopefully is something you can take away and use, and a little taster of what a mindfulness practice feels like. So we're a couple of minutes in now, so hopefully that's time for people to join, those who wanted to. So let's just explore this idea of a stop practice. So this is something we can do any time in our day. I quite like almost planning to do it, maybe in between meetings or when I leave a workplace or get home. Little transitions during the day can be a very useful time to do this. Or you can do it if you feel like there's emotions rising within you that you just want to take a moment to tune into. So if you're nervous about going into a meeting, if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed and you notice that that's going on, perhaps if you're feeling very upset or emotional about something, maybe irritated, annoyed or angry about something. So when we notice that there's some of these kind of big emotions or bigger feelings or something that's maybe just a little uncomfortable, they don't have to be big things. The first letter of stop, it's a bit of an acronym, is for stop itself. So we notice what's going on and we just go, hang on a second, before I rush into a reaction or an action or doing something or saying something, I'm just going to stop. And the T of the stop acronym is to take a pause. So we're just creating a little bit of a gap in between noticing something about how we're feeling, an emotion, or, as I say, just having it in our day, we're going from one task to the other. So at the end of a big meeting, it might have gone well, it might have been brilliant, but maybe you're still a bit full of adrenaline. Just stopping, taking a pause. S for stop, T for take a pause. Just taking a moment. In that moment, then, we've got a chance to just have a quick look at what's going on in our body and brain. So observing, That's the third letter of stop. Do a little quick check-in. How's my body feeling? Have I gone like this because I'm stressed? Is my tummy a bit tight because I'm worried about something? I got that fluttery feeling because I'm anxious about something. Or, like I say, you've come out of a big meeting, it's gone well. Am I just a bit full of adrenaline and nerves? Just noticing that. What's going on in the body and what's going on in the brain? Are there thoughts whizzing around, or is it quiet or quieter? Are there emotions, or is that emotional tone quite low? All of these things are perfectly normal and wonderful human responses. So we're not bringing any judgment to any of this. It's just an exercise in observation, just noticing what's going on in my body and my brain right now. So we're gathering a little bit of information here, doing a little bit of a check-in. Often we're busily kind of carrying on through the day and we don't really know fully what our bodies and brains are up to, how they're reacting to what we're doing. So it's just stop, take a pause and observe what's going on in the brain and body to gather that information about how you are in this moment. And then the P of stop, the fourth letter, is to plan and proceed intentionally. So you've had a little bit of a pause, you've broken a little bit of that chain reaction of feeling something and then immediately acting on it. You've created a bit of a gap. And then with the information that you found by observing what's going on in brain and body, you can come up with a better informed plan about what to do next. So it might be, again, using that example of coming out of a big important meeting, even if it's gone really well, or I'm feeling like I've expended a lot of brain power here. I've got the adrenaline, I've got a bit of excitement from it going well. Lots of things going on potentially in that observation stage in brain and body. Maybe I just need to go for a quick walk, 5-10 minute walk around the office, get a bit of outside time, a bit of movement to shake off some of that adrenaline and just settle myself. That might be a decision that you make after you've done the observation. Create a little bit of a plan. The next 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 10 seconds. This is what I'm going to do to help support my body and my brain. Really, really useful practice. So you stop, you take a pause, you observe what's going on in brain and body, and then you plan and proceed intentionally. And that's the interesting one, isn't it? Because if we hadn't done the stop, take a pause and observe, we'd probably just be going straight on to the next thing without having that information available to tell us whether that would be a good idea or not. So I hope that's really, really useful. If you want to find out more about that, if you want to find out more about mindfulness in general, I have longer drop-in sessions, just £5 for 45 minutes. I do one-to-one mindfulness coaching, and I'll have an autumn course date set up later in the year. So head over to my website, greenmountains.co.uk, to find out more about those. So now the invitation is going to be to join me in a short mindfulness practice. It'll be around 6 minutes long. And we're going to be doing a short body scan in that time. So finding the comfortable posture, I made some suggestions at the start of this recording. So a comfortable posture where your body is well supported, where you can kind of settle in to the surface underneath you. And ideally, somewhere quiet where you can just take a few minutes, this 5 or 6 minutes to yourself. So when you're ready to settle into this practice, you can close your eyes if you'd like, or you could lower your gaze, or you could just gently rest your gaze on an object nearby, maybe a metre and a half away. Often works quite well so our eyes aren't straining too much. Just fixing your eyes or lowering your gaze if you don't want to close them. So what we're going to do is just firstly notice how our body is settling into the surface beneath us. So they might feel that in our sit bones, the backs of our thighs if we're sitting, our backs, the backs of our heads if we're lying down, our feet if we're standing, sitting, walking. Any parts of your body that are in touch with the surface beneath you, just tuning into those. And see if you can just let go into gravity. Let your body soften and relax a little. So it's really letting go into that support beneath you. Letting gravity hold you. The invitation now is to just gently move our attention into our feet. And just noticing that we have feet. Noticing that there might be sensations there, cool or warmth, tingling, the sensation of clothing or socks. Drawing that awareness gently up into our calves. We're not judging. We're just focusing that torch beam of awareness into our calves. Drawing that awareness up again in through our knees. And then up into the thighs. Thoughts might come and go. You can perhaps try to think of thoughts like clouds in the sky. They'll appear, and we don't have to do anything with them. We don't have to follow them or chase them. We can just let them drift away again. Gently drawing our attention up into the pelvic area, the pelvic bowl, the buttocks. This might be an area of the body if you're seated or lying down where you can feel a little more weight pressing down into the surface beneath us. Gently bringing attention to our tummies, our abdominal area. Perhaps just seeing if you're holding on, if there's any form of tightness there. Just breathing into that if you'd like. Bringing the awareness up into the rib cage, perhaps paying attention to the sensation of breathing as the lungs fill with air on the in-breath and settle back on the out-breath. Thinking about the back of the body now, our lower back, the middle of our backs, the upper backs around our shoulder blades. You might feel the breath here too at the back of the rib cage. Into our shoulders. Again, noticing if we're holding on or carrying tension here. Maybe using an out breath to help them settle. Letting that awareness flow down our upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and right out into the very ends, the tips of the thumbs and the fingers. Might feel tingling and sensation, lots of nerve endings in the hands. bringing that awareness gently back up the arms, through the elbows, into the shoulders, and resting into our necks, perhaps up the back and the side of the necks, around our face, our mouth, our eyebrows, the whole of the head. Just an awareness, not trying to change anything. Just a broad awareness that we have a head and that there are sensations there. Maybe the sensation of your breath coming in and out your nose. Perhaps noises picked up through your ears. And even if you have your eyes closed, there's often a little light that you can see through your eyelids. So as we just start to draw this practice to a close, we're going to spend a few moments just sitting. The whole body all together. Perhaps noticing any effects of the practice today. You might want to bring a little movement into your body now. Maybe a little stretch or a sway. Perhaps a little wiggle of the fingers and toes. Whatever feels good for you. And whenever you're ready, either lifting your gaze or opening your eyes. Really lovely to practice with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. These recordings stay available on my YouTube channel should you wish to revisit. And if there's anything I can help with in terms of supporting you with stress, overwhelm, mental health, do drop me a line, send me a message. It would be lovely to hear from you.